Hello guys, welcome back. So now that we've taught you a little bit about HTML and how it works, we're going to teach you how CSS works and why it's there. Now first of all, CSS3 solves a problem that HTML has. And that problem is that HTML was not created for styles. It was only created to identify content and to structure. Additional to that, CSS delivers consistency and easy change management. And what do I mean by that? Well, let me show you. Let's go ahead and go on our website. Now I've made an example page just so you can get a feel of what's going on. We see it's just the basic tags, and we're gonna go ahead and open up our CSS just to see what's in there. Background color blue, and we're gonna have in our index. We're gonna open that up in Internet Explorer. Same thing with the other files, CSS Advantage. So now we have both of our files, and both of our files have a background color of blue. If you had given the background color in the HTML file, you would have to go into both HTML files and change it. Now, since we declared this background color inside of the CSS, all we have to do is open up the CSS and change that. We can change it to, let's just say we're going to change it to red. We'll go ahead and save that, and now we're going to see that it's going to change into red. And all we did was really change a word. Both of the HTML files change into red because they're linked to the CSS file. So that's why it's really helpful, because it delivers consistency throughout your site, and it's a lot easier for changes. It allows your site to look professional, and it really is helpful. Now, to teach you the basic parts of CSS, we're gonna go ahead and start off with this, and this is actually our selector. And our selector is we're selecting our element to change, or we could select our ID or our class. But for now, we're just gonna select our element. In this case, we're selecting our element of body. We're going to have an opening curly brace. After that, we're going to have our property, which is background color, and we're going to have our value, which is red, and then our closing curly brace. So this is the proper structure for a CSS file. Now, right now, we have one declaration instead of a rule. This right here is considered a declaration, and all this is a rule. But we can have various declarations in a rule. However, we have to make sure that we have a semicolon right after each declaration. So additional to this, we can have font size equal, sorry about that, 60 pixels. So we're going to save that. Now we're going to go back to our site, and the font will change to 60 pixels. And there it is. The font is really big. Of course, the H1 and H6 have different things, so they're kind of different sizes, but everything else is going to be 60 pixels, like as you can see here. So we changed the text size of our website now and this other side over here at the same time by having various declarations here, declaration 1 and declaration 2 inside of this rule. Now, additional to this, we can validate our code, and for those of you who don't know what a validator is, it's basically a program that checks your code to make sure it's valid, it's all valid. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Google, and we're gonna look for the CSS validator. It has to be the CSS validator, and you're going to look for the CSS validation service. So here it is. We could, I want to click this one. I like this one better. So we can do it by URL if you have your website hosted, or you can do it by file upload. I'm gonna do it by file upload since we don't have our website hosted on any server. So we're gonna head by file upload, local CSS file. We're gonna browse for it, and it's in our desktop, which we are in our website, and it's gonna be in here. So there it is, style.css. Now we click check, and look at that. No errors. Now you can also use a validator for HTML, but it's not the same as a CSS one. So just type in HTML validator, and you can start validating your code. So we're gonna go ahead and click the first one, and the same format basically by file upload. You're gonna go ahead and upload your file here and our HTML file. So and then you would just press check and make sure that you have no errors, and do the best you can to have no warnings. At the moment, we are going to have warnings because we're using an experimental version of HTML, but that's okay because HTML5 is widely used, and it's really the latest version of HTML. So that's it, guys. That really concludes our CSS3 introduction section.